The Southern Hemisphere take on the Northern Hemisphere this weekend in what should be exciting rugby matchups. Join me as I unpack all the fixtures and what you can expect. Hi guys, I'm Babsy and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we are going to be talking all things rugby. Now, we have a Southern and Northern Hemisphere clash of the Titans. Now, this is not just about a compass, but rather fierce rivalries between the two hemispheres. First up, we have New Zealand, who will be hosting France. And then the Springboks will be hosting Italy at Loftus. And finally, to round off this fixtures, we have Argentina, who will be hosting England. Now, before we go into the fixtures, I got new nails, guys. These are my birthday nails. Let's see if I can open the can. I did. I tend to struggle with the nails. Honestly, we need to find a way to, cans need to be nail friendly. But also, a Coke slaps so much better from a can. I don't know why, but the taste of Coke from a can is amazing. All right. Now let's go into the rugby action that we can expect. Starting off with the All Blacks, who will be hosting France. Now, in the last 5 years, New Zealand has been losing against the French team. So this year, they will be looking to come back, and they have a lot to prove because they are working their way back into being the most dominant team in rugby the world has ever seen. We have seen them dip over the years. I mean, if you remember how they ended their World Cup tenure, second against the Springboks. So, and the last time they faced up against France was in the Autumn Nations series, in which they lost. And I had so much faith that they would win that one. So they have so much to prove. The French team are coming in with 8 debutants versus an experienced team that New Zealand will be coming in. That will be led by Scott Barrett, and his 2 brothers, Baden and Geordie Barrett, will be on the team. So you can already tell that there's going to be an experienced lineup that New Zealand will be coming in with. And I don't think Scott Robertson's troops are going to be undermining the French in any way. If anything, they will want to thrash them by a margin to reclaim their place of top glory in the world rankings and the world of rugby. So I think that they will win against France by 10 points or more. I know that it could be a close one, just seeing how the French team have played over the last couple of months. I mean, they are the reigning Six Nations champions. No one saw that coming, but they played a brilliant game. They played a brilliant tournament in the Six Nations, and they're looking to continue that. And I think that's why they are so comfortable in coming in with debutants, especially looking at how the club rugby season went for their teams. So they are ready to take on New Zealand. But the All Blacks, I have faith in them, and I am betting my money on the All Blacks to take up that matchup. And then the Springboks will be starting off their test rugby season against Italy at Loftus. Now, I think that is an obvious matchup. We know that the Springboks will be beating Italy, but they just need to make sure that they will not undermine the team in any way. But if you watch them take on the Barbarians last week, you will know that the Springboks are ready to come in guns blazing to make sure that they are able to not only retain their top spot in the world rankings, but to continue the dominance. Plus, the players want to be in that first pick of Rassie Erasmus for that 2027 World Cup. We are building towards that. So the team will be ready. And I think when it comes to the scrums, we need to make sure that we are accurate. because Italy can be quite dangerous when it comes to the scrums. If you look at teams like Zebra and Benetton and what they did in the URC, where they used the scrums to get penalties. So the Springboks need to make sure that they are able to be precise and not allow the Italians to somehow deter them away, because they can also be very dangerous. In those line outs, Ibn Itzebeth is back on the team, so I think we should be having strong line outs. And yeah, I think the Springboks are definitely taking this one by a huge margin. In the comment section, let me know, between New Zealand and France, who do you think is going to be taking that matchup? Do you think the France team with a fairly inexperienced lineup can beat the New Zealanders? Or will the All Blacks continue their dominance, or rather go back to their dominance? Let me know, and let's get that conversation going. And also, Springboks taking on Italy. Do you think Italy can create an upset? Yeah, let me know. I don't think so. And then finally, a fixture that will be rounding off tomorrow's rugby tournaments, Rugby Showdown, is Argentina hosting England. Now, this is going to be an exciting matchup. England does lead the head-to-head by a margin. I think it's 9 games. But they have been beating Argentina. But if you remember the Autumn Nations series, it was by a very close margin, about 2 points, that England won against Argentina. And Argentina is coming in off of a high after beating the British and Irish Lions last weekend. So trust that they are ready to continue that winning momentum. But it's all about the game tomorrow and how they are going to be able to go for it. When you look at the English game, they play more of a physical and slow game versus a fast pace that's all about, running with the Argentinians. So whoever can determine the pace of the game can walk away with the win. But my money is on the Los Pumas to take this one against England. Let me know in the comment section, who are you backing in the matchup between Argentina and England? Do you think England can continue their dominance against Argentina, or will the Los Pumas continue their winning streak off of last week's win over the British and Irish Lions? So guys, we have an exciting and fierce rivalry of the Southern and Northern Hemisphere to look forward to this weekend. Don't forget to press that subscribe button and make sure that you turn the bell so that you are notified every time a new video drop. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.